Welcome to the Under the Hood guide for ServerJockey. This guide is for people who are familiar with Linux and are experienced game server hosts that may be apprehensive using this system. I wanted to show a bit about how the system works and where you can find files and folders. So to start, ServerJockey is run as a systemd service. Unit name is called ServerJockey. It is not run with root user. It is run with a user called sjgms for ServerJockey Game Management System. You can see the user here under Home. Both the service and all of the game servers will be run as this user. The user does not have sudo access. To switch to this user, you'll need to sudo su-jgms. You'll have to use the -s option because there's no profile for this user, so you have to specify the shell. This is the home directory. Starting with the files, you should see a serverjockey-client.json file. This file only exists when the ServerJockey system is running. It contains connection information for the CLI client to connect. If you have set up HTTPS on the web app, there will be a .crt file and .key file. This is the log and the previous log. All of the directories here that are not hidden and not the Steam directory are instances. So the directory name is the actual instance name. ServerLink is an instance as well. It is treated the same as a game server. If I just have a quick look inside the ServerLink folder, and here you will see the serverlink.json file. That's where you will find the configuration for the ServerLink Discord bot. So let's have a look at one of these instances. So in the instance directory, you should find an instance.json file. This is the configuration for the instance. It contains the module name and the auto setting. You should find a backups directory. That's where the backups are kept. The runtime directory is where the game server itself is installed. If it's installed with SteamCMD, this will be the directory that's used as the force installer. Then we have the world directory. This is where all of the game save files, configuration logs, and anything else is kept. So for this instance, which is Project Zomboid, it is the cache-dir, which can be passed as a program parameter when you start the game server. So this separation between the game server in the runtime directory and the game save files and other related files in the world directory is consistent with all of the instances. However, how it's done will be different depending on the game server. So if I look at Starbound as another example, by default, the game world file save and configuration is under the server in a directory called storage. So to handle this, the ServerJockey system replaces that directory with a symbolic link to the world directory. So this also means that if you try and rename the instance by changing the directory name, it will break because the symbolic link is using the current instance name. So through one means or another, either a program argument, a symbolic link, or configuration, the separation between runtime and world will be maintained for all instances. So just to wrap up, there's no central list of instances. The system, when it starts, will just look for an instance.json in the directory under the home directory. So this also means that if you rename any of these to something else, it won't get loaded. So that's handy if you need to just hide it without removing it. So that's it.